morning everyone, this is Papia and today I will present my design work on Toby Brantley Community Park, and the title that represents my design work is Woven Landscapes Celebrating History and Solidarity at Toby Brantley Park. So Mississippi State's Eupora city is both historically and culturally very rich, and our site has also a great potentiality of history and culture, and our site's land was given by Mr. Toby Brantley. He was a significant figure of the community, and the park is was named after him. And the community, the Churchill community, they had the history of economic devastation, racial discrimination, and declining in community development. Similarly, they have the history of their economic revitalization and community development. Then when I went to the Eupora for the physical site survey, I met with the community and I heard their vision about the park. And their main priority was about the social consideration of the park. So they want a place, a park that will support and provide social gathering, their history and resilience, children's healthy development, creative and advanced facilities, ethnicity and culture, and accessibility. Then I tried to analyze our proposed site to understand its existing condition. So you can see here, this is the population graph. This is the projection of population increase by 2025 in Eupora. Then this one is the racial demographic data. You can see here that the black monoracial population of Eupora is more than 40% of its total population. And this one is some morphological analysis. You can see here that our site is surrounded by residential blocks. That means there is a growing demand of recreational space here. And in our site's existing condition, it has only 2 basketball courts now, and there is an elementary school close to the site, and our site is surrounded by dense vegetation, and there is a dead creek passing through our site. And this is the regional context of our site. So the surrounding growing neighborhood, elementary school, and other community spaces such as churches, civic center, and the selective Gary Park, actually they are justifying our site, that our site is the best place for the park. And then I tried to make a list of strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats of our site. And then I started multiple cases. One is Railroad Park of Alabama, Waterloo Park in Texas, and particularly I want to mention the McKee Park, where I visited physically, and this case helped me a lot to understand the spatial organization of a park. And then I tried to understand the main issues of our site. So I found that the community's history and identity are not clearly represented, and there is a lack of public spaces that could support equity and participation of the Churchill community. So then I set multiple goals for my project, and while I was setting the goal, I tried to give priority to the community, that is to honor and to preserve their history and heritage, and I wish to foster their unity through my design. And for environmental sustainability, my another consideration is to embracing nature. Then I set out several objectives for my goals, and then I try to develop my idea through sketches and give word to my idea, that is green threads of history and solidarity. And you can see some sketches here, and this one is my conceptual zoning diagram. So you can see some brown color spaces here. That is the main focus areas of my concept. I tried to design a long pathway with a heritage trail and series of planting, and in the center a native plants, and this pathway will be connected with multiple clusters of community gathering spaces like amphitheater, multi-purpose hall, and there will be a sculpture garden and pollinator garden also, and other basic function of a park like kids active area, game zone, swimming pool, indoor and gym, parking, they will be there. And then I prepared a functional zoning diagram that is quite close to conceptual zoning diagram, and this image is from AI to give you more visual understanding on what I am going to do with my design. And there creates several scopes for me to design, like giving cultural and historical value, ecological value, and community participation and social value. And this is my ultimate master plan, developed master plan. So I want to a little bit introduce spaces here. So you can see I try to include two entry, both for pedestrian and vehicular in my design. One is here and the another is here. So after going through this main entry, in our left side we will get a multifunctional building. This includes a restaurant, public toilet facility, administration and souvenir shop. And the right side we will get game zone. There will be basketball, pickleball and tennis court. And again the right side we will get a heritage trail with pavilion. There will be some sculpture in honoring of the pioneer of Eupora community and their culture and identity. And after coming through this point, in this area is the picnic ground, and this area also will perform as community gathering, as picnic is very occasional. Then after coming through this planting shaded pathway, we will get here the community hall adjacent with the sculpture garden, and these two functions can run both together. And then after this zone is for kids active area with shelter, and in the center roundabout, after going through this planted pathway, you can get here a splash pad, and this location is for amphitheater, and this amphitheater is connected with gym, indoor game and swimming pool area. And you can see here a pollinator garden also, and this one is connected with the children's active area, so that children can come here and can introduce with nature. And in my design, I included 44 car parking in 2 zones. You can see here, and you can see this particular area. This area is for concession style food. Food van can come here and stay there, and people can enjoy food by sitting in this little plaza. And I have two more trails in my design. One is the walking trail, and the other is gardening trail. In this walking trail, there will be some spaces with physical exercise equipment. And yeah, that's all my plan. And then our site has naturally contoured landscape characteristics, so I try to keep and use that characteristics. So I designed a stepped amphitheater using that characteristic. It is on the most steep location of our site, and you can see this one is the swimming pool that is connected with the amphitheater. This is another section, and in this section is going through the picnic ground and the community hall from this section. So you can see here in this section, this is the existing vegetation, this one is the creek, this one is the picnic ground area with pavilion, and this is my main pathway with shaded plants. And then in this side we will get the community hall, and I told you about the concession style food zone. You can see here some food cart area and canopy for enjoying food. And this is trail plans. As I told before that in my design I have include 3 trails. One is walking trail, gardening trail, and the another is heritage trail. For environmental sustainability that I have considered in my design is one pollinator garden that will reserve wildlife and children's introduction to nature, and one sculpture garden with native plants. And then I will include, I have included bioswale and bioretention shovel for stormwater management, and I have designed a vegetation cover to ensure thermal comfort during summer. You can see the marked area in my plan. And I have multiple focuses in my design. The main focus is to community gathering spaces, then a long pathway with native tree canopy, and the another one is community history trail. And these are some perspectives of my design. You can see here the community heritage walk. Here you can see a sculpture. It's a possible example of a carved wooden post, and there you can see a pavilion with this heritage trail. And this one is the playground for children, and I have divided the zone into one is for toddler preschool kids play area, and the another is for school age children's play area. And you can see a shelter here for children and guardians. And this space is amphitheater. So this place can be used for both informal gathering and for any community events such as movie show, campfire, cultural program, and more. And in the middle of the amphitheater, I have incorporated a biosol solution for managing stormwater. And you can see here that children also can play here. And then this is the community hall, and this community hall is adjacent to this sculpture garden. You can see here. So I have designed the sculpture garden in such a way that these two functions can run together. When any event will be held here, people can use the space of the sculpture garden also. And yeah, and this is the last perspective. And you can see here that I have tried to design a main walkway with series of maple trees on both sides of the path. And you can see that I am talking about the biosol management, biosol for stormwater management. So this planting bed will serve like biosol, and in the right side of this pathway we will get sculpture garden, and on the left side we will get the playground area. And I think that's all of my design work.